Hey everyone, I'm Ciara from Ciara's Home Yoga. If you're new here, please consider subscribing if you enjoy this practice. In this Yoga for Beginners class, I'll give lots of alignment cues in each pose, but please know that it's more important when beginning yoga to breathe correctly, breathing deep, even abdominal breaths, and listen to your body. If a pose doesn't feel right, pull back or change your alignment. Or maybe that pose is not for you today. It's really important in yoga, as it is in life, to do what's right for you. We'll start with some gentle movement while beginning to deepen and elongate our inhales and our exhales. Inhale, arms up. Long, slow exhale to bring our arms all the way down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. We continue like this to match our movement to our breath throughout this class. We'll do a side stretch now. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, stretch to the left. Inhale, flow to the other side. Exhale, feel into the stretch, keeping our right shoulder down and away from our ear. We'll repeat again on each side, moving with our breath. Let's make our way to tabletop now, on our hands and our knees. We'll bring our hands under our shoulders and our knees under our hips, pressing the front of our feet into our mat. We are not collapsing into our chest here. We are lifting our chest away from our mat. Inhale, look up, drop our belly and arch our back. Exhale, curve our back and bring our chin to our chest and our belly to our spine. Inhale, look up, chest open. Exhale, chin to chest and belly to spine, looking to our belly button. We'll continue like this 2 more times, moving with our breath. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, we'll walk our knees back slightly and lower down onto our belly. We'll move our hands under our shoulders now. And inhale, push into our hands to come into cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up to cobra, keeping our shoulders down and our elbows tucked into our body. Exhale, down. And we'll repeat 2 more times, moving with our breath. On our next inhale, we'll raise our legs and our arms behind us for locust pose, squeezing our shoulder blades down our back. We'll breathe from our abdomen, so we can feel our belly pushing into our mat on every inhale. On our next exhale, we lower back down and bring our head to one side for a rest. We'll inhale and come back to tabletop, opening our knees out wide and bring our big toes to touch. Exhale, we'll sit on our heels and extend our arms forward to come into child's pose, or balasana. We'll allow our rib cage to sink deeper, remembering to breathe deeply, feeling our belly expand and deflate with every breath. Long, slow inhales and long, slow exhales. Inhale, we'll come back to tabletop. We'll bring our hands under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. And exhale, tuck our toes and push our hips up to come into down dog. In down dog, we'll spread our fingers wide and push our hands, knuckles and fingertips into our mat. We'll draw our shoulder blades down our back and lengthen in our spine, reaching our tailbone to the ceiling, all while drawing our chest towards our thighs. Our heels are reaching to the floor, they don't have to touch it. If you've tight hamstrings, you can have a slight bend in your knees. Inhale, we'll walk our hands towards our feet. And exhale, fold. We'll stay in ragdoll for a few breaths, holding our elbows. We can have a slight or a generous bend in our knees here. Whatever feels right for you. Rock slowly from side to side if that feels good. Breathing long, slow inhales and long, slow exhales. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, fold to ragdoll. Inhale, arms up, come up to standing. Exhale, arms down, and we'll make our way to the front of our mat. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, arms down, and we'll fold forward. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, hands to our mat, and we'll step back with our right foot. We'll stay here for a breath, coming onto our fingertips and keeping our spine nice and long. We'll move our back foot to be flat on our mat now, pointing our toes out to the side at a 45-degree angle. And we'll bring our arms up to come into Warrior One. In this pose, we'll bend our front knee, keeping our knee over our ankle. Our back leg is straight. Our hips are squared to the front and our shoulders are directly above our hips. Our arms are up and our shoulders down. We'll open to Warrior Two now by opening our hips to the right side of our mat, watching that our front knee stays directly over our ankle. We'll move our back foot to be parallel to the bottom edge of our mat. Tuck our tailbone under our pelvis and reach our arms out wide while keeping our shoulders down and away from our ears. Inhale, we'll lean back, reaching our left hand to the back of our mat. And exhale, we'll bring our left hand to our knee and we'll stay here for a breath. Inhale, come back up to Warrior Two. And exhale, we'll circle our hands to the front of our mat and step our right foot back to plank and lower down onto our belly. Inhale up to Cobra. Exhale down. We'll come back to tabletop. Tuck our toes and push our hips up to come into down dog. We can bend our knees here to bring our tailbone to the ceiling while drawing our chest to our thighs. Come to stillness here and connect to deep, even breathing. that we can carry with us through our day to day. Inhale, we'll step to the front of our mat to flat back. And exhale, we'll fold over our legs. Inhale, arms up, come up to standing. Exhale, arms down, and we'll do this again on the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down and fold forward. Inhale to flat back, aeroplane arms. Exhale, hands to our mat, and we'll step back with our left foot. We'll stay in our lunge for a breath, coming onto our fingertips and keeping our spine long. We'll bring the sole of our left foot to our mat, pointing it out at approximately a 45-degree angle to our left. Inhale, we'll bring our arms up to come into Warrior One. Our shin is perpendicular to our mat here, and our front knee is directly over our ankle. Hips to the front and shoulders over our hips. And breathe. On our next inhale, we'll open to Warrior Two, watching that our front knee stays directly over our ankle. Our tailbone is tucked under our pelvis to avoid arching in our lower back, reaching our hands away from our body with our shoulders down. Look to our front hand while breathing slow, steady breaths. Inhale, we lean back, reaching our right hand to the back of our mat. And exhale, we'll bring our right elbow to our right knee and stay here for a breath. Inhale, come back to Warrior Two. Exhale, we'll circle our hands to either side of our front leg now and step back with our right foot and lower down onto our bellies. We'll inhale and push into our arms to come up to Cobra. And exhale, we'll come back to tabletop, tuck our toes and make our way to Down Dog again. In Down Dog, we'll draw our shoulder blades down our back and reach our tailbone to the ceiling, while drawing our chest towards our thighs. Let's bring our attention to our breath now, breathing deep abdominal inhales and long, steady exhales. Inhale, we'll bring our knees down to our mat. We'll cross our legs behind us and we'll come to sit with crossed legs. Or you can sit in a cushion if that feels better for you. We'll sit up straight, bring our shoulders back and down, and clasp our hands together behind our back. While keeping our shoulders down, we'll bring our hands away from our body and breathe deeply here. And release. We come to lying on our mats now by rolling down slowly. We'll bend our knees and bring our feet to our mat. We'll place our left ankle on our right knee and thread our hands between our legs for a nice hip stretch. Feel your breath working its way down to your left hip and back out. You can have your right foot flexed here, or you can relax your foot onto the back of your thigh. If you feel any discomfort in your left knee, pull back. We'll soften in our face and our jaw now, releasing any tension there. And release. We'll repeat on the other side to bring our right ankle to our left knee and thread our hands through our legs to hold on to the back of our thigh. Remembering to breathe into the stretch, feeling our breath working its way down to our right hip and back out. And release. We'll do a restorative twist now and tuck our left foot behind our right knee and twist to the right. Keeping our left shoulder down, we look to our outstretched left hand, breathing deeply and evenly into our belly with every breath. Come back to center and we'll repeat on the other side, tucking our right foot behind our left knee and twist, keeping our right shoulder on our mat and looking to our right outstretched hand while breathing deeply. Release and return to center. We'll straighten our legs now and bring our hands to rest beside our body for Savasana. This is the most important part of our practice, where our body and our mind resets. We let our feet fall open. We'll relax all our muscles now and surrender to gravity. I like to bottle this feeling of total relaxation. Then when I move away from this feeling, I know it's time for self-care and time to return to my mat. I hope you enjoyed this practice and you'll join me in making it a daily priority to keep our mind connected to our body. Namaste. Please consider liking this video or subscribing to Ciara's Home Yoga. As I'm new to YouTube, I'd really appreciate your support. Thank you.